Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are going to jump into the legendary Vegeta event to get one of the missions done here, and I thought it would be fun to do the Gifted Warriors mission, but we are going to use this full Frieza team. So I talked about this in my team building guide. Obviously for Gifted Warriors, you know, you have the physical Trunks and Goten and their team. There's also like a full Vegeta version that you can run. But you can run all of these Friezas, like, because obviously a whole bunch of Friezas in the game are on Gifted Warriors, and of course LR Full Power Frieza is an absolute madman. Because we're going to have him on both rotations, and we're using the third form Frieza as the support. We've got the Planet Namek Saga support unit. Someone in chat, Vegeta Goku Mode better than Physical Frieza. Actually, that could be quite interesting. They don't link really well, though, so I like to run teams that are a bit more cohesive, because he obviously fits under the Planet Namek Saga leader skill part for Full Power Frieza, but floating in the third slot, like, he's not really going to get any links active other than probably Fierce Battle. But we're going to stick with this all Frieza team. The physical Angel Frieza obviously infinitely stacks defense, although we'll probably run him off rotation. And then we're going to use this support memory, because it's just going to make the Full Power Frieza and the Int Frieza even more powerful. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. Shout out to the homie Goresh. We are using his Frieza friend as well. So Rainbow, full level 10 links, solid equips, all that good stuff. And yeah, so, oh god, is it the friend? Oh, okay, because I was going to say this would be the perfect starting rotation if it was the friend Frieza with the Int support, because obviously the Int support unit is really, like, brings out the best in the Full Power Frieza. So it would be really good to have them together straight away. But Frieza is just going to absolutely annihilate this. So Frieza, we were talking about this on the podcast for 5-9 the other day, like Goresh was saying, because Frieza gets guaranteed crits against Gokus, in the GT Legendary Goku event, Frieza obviously destroys that event, but you can go through it so quickly that Frieza doesn't even really get that much chance to stack. So you don't get to see him, like, you know, at crazy high defense, putting out crazy numbers, all that kind of stuff. Whereas obviously in this event, you know, he doesn't get the guaranteed crits, so we're going to have a lot longer to actually build up. Alright, we'll do this for now. Actually, I should have planned that better, because we can't super attack with the physical Frieza here, so it's pretty awful. Yeah, Blue Evolution Vegeta in the final phase does cancel out dodging, so you cannot dodge in the last phase. And obviously bear in mind that also means you can't counter supers with units like the Super Saiyan 4s, because the way super attack countering works is that technically the unit dodges the super and then counters it. So if dodging is disabled, you can't counter super attacks. So typical, if we'd actually managed to get a super attack for Frieza there, we would actually have taken him out, but it's fine. So yeah, really, like, the best way to run the rotation, in terms of, like, the safest way to run it, is to run it like this, where we basically just have a Golden Frieza in slot 1 on both rotations, and then Full Power Frieza in slot 2. It then means we're obviously able to float the third form Frieza, so he can shift between the two rotations and provide that extra support, and that's just going to make Full Power Frieza even more powerful. I guess really for that turn I probably should have put him in slot 1 so he could get another stack, but we also have the Tech Transforming Frieza. Obviously he's going to be able to provide a bunch of healing as well as very solid damage. Even though the AGL Golden Frieza is obviously the better tank, Full Power Frieza does not get the chance to do an additional super if he's in slot 1. Obviously you put him in slot 1 usually so that he can get hit and get that guaranteed additional super. So as there are no attacks in slot 1, it's kind of a waste to put him there. So we'll go ahead and put him in slot 2. You know, he's just casually getting like an 8.4 million attack stat. So, you know, that's pretty good. 6.58 million crit. Yeah, that's not bad. So double digit damage, and then the Tech Easy A Frieza just putting out like a 4.1 as well. So yeah, this team is absolutely gonna sail through this event. Alright, so let's go for... In fact, because we've got type advantage, we could just do this. So we get the guaranteed double super. We'll go for the... Well, I mean, we can only get the 12 key here anyway, but the 12 key super for Frieza is the one that stacks his attack. So getting the double super here means we're obviously going to be able to do a significant amount of damage. Of course, we get supered, but we have the type advantage, so we should be okay. Yeah, 94k. I mean, with the healing that we get from, like, the tech Frieza, and then obviously just picking up same type orbs, a lot of our units have really high defense. Like, we'll get all of that health back in no time. Yeah, 3.5, and then the additional as well. Like, this Vegeta just, this Frieza just puts out so much damage, and here we obviously have type advantage over Vegeta, so yeah, pretty damn good. And then, of course, Golden Frieza is going to be able to do a little bit of extra damage. We got a crit. And then he just tanks for double digits. So, Angel Frieza 2.3. Is he going to be able to finish him off here? Because he's been off rotation and we couldn't super that first turn. This is like his first super attack. So, his defense is not going to be too crazy. I should probably save the Frieza active skill. But let's go ahead and get him his 18 key super here so we can actually get a defensive stack off for him. And yeah, then he's going to be looking pretty good. I think we're past all the like tech stages as well, so we don't even have to worry about like any phases where Frieza would really take significant damage from a super attack. I say that and then like watch the next tech and the phase be tech. Although we're at God Vegeta already, so yeah, this is going pretty well so far. We go for the guaranteed extra super. We do get big bad bosses if we do this though, so we probably should do this. Get the old big bad bosses. And then of course transforming Frieza gets extra key when you're attacking a super class unit, so the fact that he's not able to get the full key that he needs at the end there is perfectly fine. The fact that Golden Frieza actually still takes damage, that's pretty crazy. Like around 10k from the normals. So if he got supered, he would actually take like some reasonable damage there. But Frieza in slot 2. Oh, how much is Frieza going to take from a super then here? Surely he doesn't get like one shot, right? His defense is 377k. Wow. I mean, the team does have 550,000 HP. So yeah, 50k, wow. And that means, of course, that the Golden Frieza is not going to have his damage reduction active. So that is actually kind of awkward. I guess we have to do this now? You know, there's a reason why. I always forget, but like, there's a reason why I never really used the physical Angel Frieza. And this is why, because his link says weird compared to other Friezas. I mean, he's getting a lot of his links active here, but I think is it Universe's Most Malevolent is his only key link. Fortunately, these drop down so that we could actually get this. But basically, we have to heal here because otherwise we just get destroyed. We get the Dokkan attack here? I don't think we do. No, we don't. But yeah, so I mean, that goes to show you, like, with how powerful Frieza is, and how good defensively he is, and we still took a ridiculous amount of damage. So, I guess to be fair, the God Vegeta being, what, 3 stages before the end? Well, there's 2 stages after this. So technically, God Vegeta is in the place of the Golden Ozaru, if we compare it to the GT Goku event. So I wonder if it does actually work the same way, where like he hits a bit harder with his super attack than like the next phase. I don't actually know, but because the Ozaru definitely feels like he hits harder than some of the phases, like the actual Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So how much are we going to take from the normal attacks at the end here? 139k. Nice. And so, of course, that drops us now too low for Tech Golden Frieza to get his passive. So, fortunately, we are going to get the Dokkan attack here, though. So, this is going to give us a full heal because Frieza is going to do a pretty insane amount of damage here. So let's go ahead and yeah, 7.1 million. So not only are we going to end this phase, but we are going to get a full heal. So yeah, Frieza, 7.1 million. He can come in and finish off God Vegeta. And we can move on to Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta is physical, isn't he? So we don't have any STR units on the team. We only have, the only int unit we have is the third form Frieza. You know, I think the third form Frieza, I don't think he's attacked a single time in this run so far. Alright, we're up to final form with the tech guy as well. Very good. What is his defense looking like now? His defense is 200k. Obviously, he raises defense on super. So, I guess we can do this. I think I will actually go ahead and use an item here just in case, because I feel like we do take a pretty decent amount of damage from supers here. So, it's probably smart to actually just, you know, use the item and stay a little bit more protected. Because this combo here with the AGL Frieza and then the Tech Frieza, they're obviously going to be able to put out a lot of damage. But without an item active, they would take a fairly decent amount of damage themselves from a super. 7.5 million from Full Power Frieza. And then we're going to get the guaranteed additional because he got hit in slot 1. So 4.7 crit. This is Goresh's Rainbow one as well. So obviously we do have the potential for the third super attack as well, which does have a slightly higher chance to proc because he got the second super. Sadly, we don't get it. Double-digit damage from the normals. Obviously, we got the item active. 5.5 million from Tech transforming Frieza here as well. If we can time this right, actually, I think, because, yeah, he won't be back until the next rotation after this. So, we're going to get Tech Frieza is going to transform up to Golden Frieza when we get to the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. So he is going to do a lot of damage on that turn when he transforms, because he gets a guaranteed crit, and then obviously we have type advantage as well. So he is going to do a crazy amount of damage. So now we can actually have our rotations back to the way we want them. So I feel like I probably want to get another stack with Frieza rather than using his active skill to just kill here. So we'll go ahead and do this. Because obviously Frieza, with his 18 key super, he stacks his defense. So really, I could like just kill him with the active skill. But if we get another super attack, it means we get more defense. We've got 7 million attack stat here as well. So we should finish him off here. And we do have the potential for the additional if we don't. Okay, we don't. So finally, the int one is going to get a chance to attack. See if we can get off these multiples. Because obviously he infinitely stacks his attack on super. He can super attack up to like 4 times in one turn. So let's see what we actually get here. Crit normal. Another crit normal. Is he going to get the 4th attack? No, of course not. Alright, so now this is, we get to... I feel like we're having such bad luck today, just in general. Like in the summons, in the runs, because... Now we get, this is the turn where the Frieza gets a guaranteed crit, and it's on a turn where he's not even going to get to attack, basically. So, yeah, I guess we'll just do this. We'll just finish him off with the active skill, because then we save the other Frieza's active skill for finishing off Blue Evolution Vegeta. But, man, that's really unfortunate with the Golden Frieza. If we'd got, I guess if I'd put Full Power Frieza in slot 1, and obviously he would have got the additional super guaranteed, and we would have finished off Blue Vegeta last turn. But I didn't want to take the risk of him getting super attacked in slot 1. So, alright, so this is a solid setup here. Let's go for these, and then these, and then we can actually get a super for Angel Frieza. So, do I want to use the item here? We got, Frieza's got 218k defense. Obviously, Golden Frieza's not really going to take any damage. Yeah, I think we should be okay. My Full Power Frieza just did 8 million active skill attacks in the last phase of Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta, like the active skill is going to be really, really good as like a finisher. As soon as it becomes active to be able to use in this last bit here, we'll use it. Vegeta super attacking Golden Frieza is perfect because 56k damage is basically nothing. And then full power Frieza at 6 million here. It's the only downside to full power Frieza in the longer form events that obviously towards the end, after a certain amount of turns, he obviously loses a little bit of his buff, but he is still able to put out some pretty crazy damage. Obviously he's tanking normal attacks for double digits, and then Angel Frieza. Angel Frieza hasn't really gotten to do a huge amount because he's been floating off in the 3rd spot, so even though he's an infinite defensive stacker, his base defense is not going to be that high. Now, obviously, once he takes that first hit, he gets the buff that then obviously makes him very, very solid. So, go ahead and do this. 3rd form Frieza, if he gets a couple of super attacks off, he'd be fine. But we do need to be careful about him taking a super. So I think we just go ahead and do this. Because, again, like after that, after the run with the physical Gohan, I think we just need to make sure we're playing it smart here, because even if that Int Frieza gets off a couple of supers, because he raises defense on super but only within that turn, and so if he only gets off like 1 or 2 supers and then gets super attacked, we'd be in trouble. 9.9 million attack stat from Frieza, by the way. Almost a 10 mil. That is actually crazy. And now he's going to get super attacked. So his defense is good, but I think using the item there was definitely a good idea. Yeah, 178k with a Whis active. Like, that is pretty crazy. I mean, this event, obviously no joke. He dodges the first super from 3rd form Frieza. How many more can we actually get off in one turn, though? I mean, you can see with his infinite attack stacking, like the numbers starting to jump up quite significantly here. He's at 3.1 million now. Yeah, we get 3 supers, pretty good. And then we did have enough health to have the full active skill, I believe. Not the full active skill, sorry, the damage reduction for Frieza, Golden Frieza. So let's do this. I don't really care about super attacking with AGL Golden Frieza. Like, he's obviously just there for the tanking. So Golden Frieza in the last spot here, though, finally getting a chance to attack after going up to the golden form. So he's not going to get a guaranteed crit, but he is definitely going to do a significant amount of damage. And then Vegeta dodges full power Frieza, because of course he does. So the Whis is still up this turn. Let's see. 6.3 million from Tech Golden Frieza. That's pretty good. We get a crit as well. Good measure. Hey, there you go. 4.68 million. That kind of makes up a little bit for the turn where we missed out on getting the guaranteed crit. So, okay, so we can't super with this Golden Frieza. I want to try and make sure I can get these physical orbs. Well, I'm not going to be able to, am I? How can I... Is there any way I can make sure I get 4 orbs for that Frieza? I don't think there is. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, we'll do this. Because I'm really worried about this Frieza just getting demolished in the final spot. It's the only problem with, like, this event. Okay, he's going to get supered in the first slot. So, we'll tank this because, obviously, Golden Frieza is going to tank 41k. But, yeah, this is my issue with this event. And it's the same thing as the GT Legendary Goku event. I said this, like, back when we were doing the missions for that event. It's just the fact that, like, even with this team where we have some units on here that are absolutely crazy, you know, totally insane, do loads of damage, really good defense, but then rotations like this, like, we don't know where he's going to super attack beforehand, and if he super attacks the Angel Frieza in the last spot, then we potentially just straight up die if we don't have an item active. So, I mean, honestly, it is better to probably just safer to use it than not use it. I think we just kill with the active skill now, right? Because we have the support from 3rd form Frieza. So, is this going to be enough to finish him off? Come on, crit with the active skill. It's obviously not guaranteed, but come on, take him out. Although my Frieza's 55%, so he can only crit off of, like, the skill orb. Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't need to. 4.46 million, and that is Vegeta done. So there you go. That is the first run done for the legendary Vegeta event with a Gifted Warriors team comprising entirely of all Freezers. Definitely could have gone better. We used all of our items, but we've done all the missions. We've beaten it with the Gifted Warriors team. So let's go ahead and actually pick up these rewards here. So yeah, fighting Vegeta once, and then this is the completing it with a Gifted Warriors team. So yeah, there you go. So that's the first one done. We'll get on to the next one. These will obviously all come out over the next couple of days. Let me know down below if you've done the Gifted Warriors one, which team did you use? So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.